Okay guys, in this video we'll be going over the Meteor Mission 2 secret cards. First one being the Super Saiyan 4 Goku GT. So card out's really cool here, as you can see, really clean. And you can fuse into Gogeta on the second round by summoning Vegeta, so quite a recent ability this one. He's a hero type as well. And when you fuse, he'll do the Big Bang Kamehameha. And if you've seen energy, then the damage is increased by quite a lot. The enemy will take massive stamina damage, and they'll also lose 3 energy, so good effects. But yeah, the cost is quite high, being 10 energy. It's quite a tough requirement there. As for his main ability, at the start of each round, all the enemies will lose 2,500 power and guard. That's pretty good, right? All enemies permanent and both power and guard. That's pretty nice. And also when he attacks, his own power and damage will be increased by 1.5 times. Now that second part is not permanent, unfortunately, so those boosts to himself won't stay there, which is a bit of a shame, and it's a pretty weak amount as well, right? Not even 2 times, but when you fuse into Gogeta, all those effects will be times by 4. So once you fuse into Gogeta, first of all, instead of only 2,500, he'll lower all the enemy's power and guard by 10,000, which is pretty massive. And also, of course, his own power and damage will be increased by 6 times, right, instead of 1.5 times when he attacks. So they've got pretty high then, right? It's pretty strong once you transform, or fuse, sorry. Unfortunately, the first part there, where he lowers the enemy's power and guard, the boost will only kick in from the third round onwards, right? Because after he fuses. But the second part at least can actually activate the boost on the second round for his power and damage boost, so again 6 times power and damage. Okay, next up we have the Dokkan secret. So actually I guess I probably should have expected this card, but anyways, we've got Super Saiyan Gogeta here, so of course Dokkan art right here. And for elite type, it's got pretty good HP, almost 4,000, that's quite nice. So of course we've got the Dokkan break attached action ability. And his extra effect is that he will nullify the target's power level increase from stamina, which is pretty good. Got the same unique ability as the Dokkan URs in this set. Pretty good. And the base effect for this hasn't been confirmed. Even if you've only got one of these Dokkan break cards, then the base effect is actually 1.3 times damage and a 30% damage reduction, which is pretty good for a base level effect. I think the highest I saw was with 6 guys. You get, I think it's 2.6 times damage and 80% reduction, which is pretty high then. For a bonus ability, that's pretty good. And then for his main ability, at the start of the battle, all your allies' power will be doubled permanently, which is a pretty good effect right off the bat. And when he's in the attack zone, when the enemy attacks you that turn, all of your ally attackers' damage reduction will be increased by 40%. Not permanently, but just for that round. And if there's any ally attackers that have lowered damage reduction, then the increase will be 80% instead of 40%, so basically double. So you only take, I guess, 1/5 of normal damage, which is pretty good, right? Again, not permanent, but that's still pretty good boost right there, right? That's massive defense right there. He's probably the most expensive of this whole set as well, so you can see how good he is. And last but not least, we have Shenron. So only one of these 3 I managed to predict successfully, which is kind of funny. See in the background there all the other Shadow Dragons, so quite cool card in my opinion. And he's Berserker type. So on the second round, he can transform into Mega Shenron. And the effect you get is pretty good, right? So you get 4,000 maximum HP, which is pretty good already, and then 4,000 power, guard, and damage for him. So yeah, all those 4,000 boosts are pretty nice, because base HP is pretty low, but with that HP boost to be 6,100 instead. So that's actually damn pretty good, of course. That's nice. The energy cost is quite low as well for his attack, so that helps too. And he's actually got a change burst. So after he transforms into Mega Shenron, he gets a burst. So again, pairs all of his low cost here. And the effect is that he lowers the enemy's damage reduction by 50%. So they'll be taking an extra 50% damage from then on. So pretty good there too. As for his main ability, at the start of each round, if your HP is 90% or higher, then during that round, your team can't be KO'd, right? If they're KO'd, they just come back to life with a revival chance. So potentially every round you can activate that, which is kind of unheard of right in the game. It's pretty huge. And at the end of each round, you'll recover your team's HP by 1,000 for every enemy attacker that turn, right? So potentially 7,000 HP recovery if there's 7 enemy attackers that round. That's pretty good. I heard that second part with the HP recovery won't actually activate if you've got a Goku or Goku GT on your team. So obviously you want to not have any of those Gokus on your team to get the most out of this card. So yeah, pretty good. Might be kind of hard to activate though, because 90% HP is quite a high requirement. Even if like 80% or 85%, it won't activate. So yeah, that might be kind of hard. Plus, they can always disable your rival chance with other cards anyways. So he's definitely good, but I think he might be kind of hard to use in the online meta. But yeah, he's definitely cool. And honestly, probably my favorite card out of these three, mainly because we already got a lot of Gogetas, you know, like a million Gogetas, but yeah, finally got HD model for Sin and Omega Shenron. So thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.